there is nothing wrong with your arms. The real problem is that most sleeveless advice was never made for a grown woman with presence, changing proportions, beautiful melanin, and a wardrobe that needs to feel elegant, not apologetic. So if you have a sleeveless dress in your closet that you keep admiring and then putting back, this is for you. Today I'm not giving you hiding tricks. I'm giving you a smarter system to help you wear sleeveless in a way that feels polished, intentional, and expensive now. We'll cover shoulder structure, soft layering, color harmony, graceful coverage, and focal points that make an outfit look finished. Stay with me, because at the end, I'm giving you a shopping formula that will save you from buying another lovely dress that never leaves the hanger. This is not about policing your body, my sister. It is about helping you show up with more ease and more power. So tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? What time is it there? And what bothers you most about sleeveless? Upper arms, bra lines, scars, underarm fit, or not feeling polished enough? I read the comments, and I answer with love. Before you do anything with your arms, do something with your frame. This is where so many women get frustrated. They look at a sleeveless dress and focus only on the upper arm, when the eye actually reads the entire top half first. The shoulder line, the neckline, the width of the strap, the openness around the collarbone, and the relationship between all of that and your face. If the frame is weak, the arm feels more exposed. If the frame is strong, the arm becomes part of a balanced silhouette. Start with strap width. Very skinny straps often make mature arms look more prominent, not because your arm changed, but because the shoulder looks visually smaller beside it. A medium or wider strap gives the eye a stronger foundation. It says structure. It says intention. It also looks more expensive. On a grown woman, a substantial strap often reads far more elegant than a tiny strap that feels flimsy or unfinished. So when you shop, don't ask, does this cover enough? Ask, does this build enough frame? Then look at the neckline. A soft V-neck is beautiful because it opens the chest and pulls the eye upward toward the face. A square neckline gives you clean architecture. It sharpens the shoulder line and creates a polished, almost tailored effect, even when the dress itself is simple. A gentle scoop can also work, especially if you want softness, but make sure it does not dip so low that the whole upper body loses support. The goal is not more exposure. The goal is a clean visual anchor. This matters even more for Black women over 50 because the upper frame is where your jewelry, your skin tone, and your hair texture all begin speaking to each other. If you wear your hair full and natural or in a rounded curly shape, keep the neckline neat enough that the top half does not become visually heavy. Let there be breathing room between the neckline and the volume of the hair. If your hair is short, silver, sleek, or pulled up, you can go a little more open at the neck and let the collarbone become part of the elegance. Now let's talk bra lines, because this is where many women give up on sleeveless too quickly. Sometimes the problem is not your body. The problem is that the dress was cut for a different bra reality than yours. If the shoulder area is too narrow to support your undergarments, do not fight that dress into becoming the answer. Choose a style with a wider shoulder panel, a more stable armhole, or a neckline that works with the bras you actually wear. A $5 converter clip can help in some cases, yes, but the smartest move is often simply choosing better architecture from the start. Pay attention to the armhole as well. If the underarm is cut too deep, it cheapens the look immediately. It can reveal the side of the bra, create gaping, and make you feel like you need to keep adjusting yourself all evening. A good sleeveless dress should let you stand, sit, turn, and greet people without anxiety. That ease is part of elegance. Think of occasion too. For church or brunch, a broader strap with a square or soft V neckline feels refined and respectful while still modern. For a summer wedding, a wider shoulder and a graceful V-neck create softness without looking matronly. For vacation dinner, you can play more, but still keep that frame steady. Even in relaxed settings, you want the top half of the dress to look deliberate. If you already own a dress you love, a tailor may be able to slightly shorten the straps, adjust the armhole, or add subtle support inside the shoulder area. Those tiny changes can make a good dress become your dress. And that is the shift I want for you. We are not begging Sleeveless to forgive our bodies. We are choosing silhouettes that honor our presence. Same arms, different frame, completely different story. Now let's move to the second shift. And this one changes everything for women who hate the idea of covering up with something hot, bulky, or aging. You do not need to throw a thick cardigan over every sleeveless dress to feel secure. In fact, that is often the very thing that makes the whole outfit look heavier. When you add weight to the arm area, the eye reads more mass. And when the fabric looks like an afterthought, the woman inside the outfit feels like an afterthought too. What you want instead is a softening layer, not a hiding layer. That could be a fine mesh top under the dress, a sheer knit with a smooth finish, a soft tulle sleeve layer, or a lightweight second skin piece that tones down texture without making the entire look feel covered and closed. The goal is to refine the surface, not bury the body. You are still wearing sleeveless. You are simply adding polish between the skin and the gaze gracefully. The biggest decision here is transparency. If your arms have more texture and you know completely clear sheer fabric will make you feel exposed, do not force yourself into that. Choose semi-sheer. It still lightens the look, but it blurs instead of announcing. That slight diffusion can be incredibly elegant. It is the difference between a filter and a spotlight. Mature style almost always benefits from that softer finish. Color matters just as much as fabric. For melanin-rich skin, the wrong mesh color can create a harsh line and make the arm more noticeable. This is why cool grayish beige, chalky ivory, and flat white often fail on deeper skin tones. They do not disappear. They interrupt. Better choices are deep nude, cocoa, bronze beige, espresso, warm taupe, or a tonal version of the dress color itself. When the layer harmonizes with either your skin or the dress, the whole arm reads more smoothly. And please avoid compression if your goal is elegance. Compression mesh grips every texture and can make a fuller upper arm feel more defined in the wrong way. You want gentle ease. You want fabric that follows the body without squeezing it. Luxury is rarely clingy. Luxury usually floats, skims, or settles. Texture is another place where women accidentally age an outfit. Stiff lace, scratchy synthetic net, and shiny bargain nylon can all make a sleeveless look feel fussy or dated. Instead, look for matte finishes, soft stretch, and fabrics that move quietly. If the dress is satin, a matte sheer underneath can balance it beautifully. If the dress is linen, an open weave knit or whisper light knit layer can feel fresh and modern. If the dress is plain black, try a deep brown or espresso sheer rather than a severe black-black combination. That tiny shift often makes the look warmer and richer. Fit is crucial. Too tight, and every natural change in the skin is emphasized. Too loose, and the layer begins to wrinkle and bunch, which looks messy. You want that sweet spot where the sleeve traces your arm without clinging at the fullest point. The wrist should finish cleanly too. A sleeve that ends in the wrong place or bunches around the wrist can make an elegant dress suddenly feel like an afterthought. Think about where you're going. For outdoor heat, your underlayer needs breathability first. For a restaurant or event space with aggressive air conditioning, you may want a layer that gives a little more coverage through the forearm. If there will be flash photography, overly shiny sheer fabric can reflect strangely, so test it in a mirror with your phone camera before you commit. And here is a beautiful styling secret. When the layer is right, you stop tugging at yourself. You stop crossing your arms in every room. You stop asking your body to disappear. Instead, you feel finished. That is the point. Elegance is not extra fabric. Elegance is choosing the layer that lets your body relax and your style speak clearly. The third shift is colour. And this is where many mature women, especially black women, have been underserved by fashion advice. You have probably heard that dark colours slim, light colours enlarge, and black fixes everything. But sleeveless dressing is not that simple. The question is not just whether a colour is dark or light. The question is what kind of contrast that colour creates against your skin, your jewellery, your hair, and the natural light around you. When the contrast is harsh in the wrong place, the arm edge becomes the headline. When the colour harmony is right, the silhouette looks deliberate. Let's start with a truth I want every woman to remember. Your skin is part of the outfit, not a problem to solve, not a background to ignore. Your skin tone is one of the most luxurious visual elements in the room. So when you choose a sleeveless dress, do not choose colour the way a tired department store mannequin would. Choose it as if you are styling a complete composition. Jewel tones are powerful because they hold depth without going flat. Emerald, sapphire, amethyst, rich teal, garnet, and deep plum can be stunning on mature black skin. They create richness, especially in evening light, and they pair beautifully with gold, bronze, mixed metals, or polished resin jewellery. Warm earth luxury tones are another strong family: terracotta, cinnamon, olive, camel, copper brown, and burnished clay. These colours feel grown, expensive, and grounded. They also tend to soften the line between skin and fabric in an elegant way. Then you have creamy neutrals. Not all neutrals are created equal. A warm ivory, mushroom, cafe au lait, mocha, or almond can be beautiful. But a cold beige with too much grey can drain the face. A pale pastel with no depth can make the body look disconnected, especially if the hair is dark or the jewellery is warm. This is why some women say, "I don't know why that dress looked dull on me." The reason is often not the shape. It is the undertone. Here is the practical rule. Match warmth with warmth, coolness with coolness, and depth with enough depth. If you have a warm golden undertone, bronze jewellery, and honey in your skin, then a cold, icy dress may fight your beauty instead of supporting it. If your undertone is cooler or more neutral, pewter berry tones and cooler jewel shades may bring you alive. And if you wear your silver hair proudly, shades of plum, navy, soft white, graphite, and rich berry can look regal. Tonal dressing is especially helpful with sleeveless. When the dress, your light layer if you wear one, and even the shoe or bag live in the same colour family, the eye sees continuity. That means fewer abrupt stops at the arm. It also means the outfit looks finished before anyone even notices the details. This does not mean everything has to match exactly. It means the colours should be in conversation. Be careful with pure optic white unless you know it loves you. On many deeper skin tones, especially in bright daylight, stark white creates a sharp edge that can make the arm line feel louder. Black can be glorious, but if it is a heavy black with no relief near the face, it can make the whole top half feel severe. That is why black often needs help. A metal earring, a lip colour with life, or a neckline that opens the chest. Prints matter too. A print concentrated at the hem, the waist, or the neckline can draw the eye through the outfit beautifully. But high contrast patterns that sit right around the arm opening can make sleeveless feel busy and choppy. If you love print, choose one that supports flow rather than slicing the body into separate parts. Here is your assignment this week, Queen. Try one jewel tone or one Earth Luxe sleeveless dress in natural light. Put on the metal that flatters your undertone. And watch how quickly the whole outfit starts looking like it belongs to you. Now let's talk about the woman who wants more coverage, not because she is ashamed, but because comfort matters. The setting matters. Her skin may be sensitive. Her body may have changed after surgery, or she simply likes the grace of movement that a soft outer layer brings. I want to say this clearly. Wanting more coverage is not a confession of insecurity. Sometimes it is personal style. Sometimes it is physical ease. Sometimes it is wisdom. The key is choosing an open, breathable layer that adds flow instead of weight. A linen shirt worn open over a sleeveless dress can be stunning when the cut is right. A chiffon duster can move like air and make a simple dress feel cinematic. A silk blend kimono with soft drape can add artistry. A cotton voile shirt, left open and relaxed, can feel polished for daytime without turning the outfit into office wear. The rule is simple: open in front, light in hand, and graceful in movement. Why open? Because once you button it, zip it, or tighten it into structure, it stops behaving like a styling layer and starts behaving like armor. Then the whole outfit becomes about concealment. An open layer says choice. It says fluidity. It says the dress is still the foundation, but we have added a second note of elegance over it. If you are petite, be careful with layers that hit at the widest point of the hip or upper thigh. That can shorten the body and make the outfit feel cut up. A shorter open shirt or a long clean duster can work better than something that ends in the most awkward middle zone. If you are tall, you can enjoy more drama. Long lines on a tall frame can look majestic. If you carry fullness in the bust, keep the layer open enough through the center so the body does not look boxed in. If your upper arm is fuller, avoid sleeves with tight elastic at the bicep or wrist. Soft release always looks more refined. For women navigating scars, lymphedema concerns, tender skin, or post-surgical sensitivity, fabric becomes more than a style issue. Breathable natural fibers like linen, cotton, and some silk blends are often gentler than stretchy synthetic layers that trap heat or cling. Anything too tight around sensitive areas can create discomfort and tension in the outfit. This is styling guidance, not medical advice, but comfort should absolutely shape what you wear. Elegant style that hurts is not elegant. Think about seasons and settings. In real summer heat, an open weave linen or cotton layer can actually feel cooler than a thick cardigan because air can move. For dinner in a chilled restaurant, a longer sheer knit can give you just enough softness. For weddings, an airy duster in chiffon or organza can photograph beautifully while still keeping the look formal. For church, a polished open shirt with a good collar can give you presence without stiffness. Style personality matters too. If your aesthetic leans quiet luxury, choose clean solids, subtle texture, and restrained hardware. If you are more artistic, a softly printed kimono or rich tonal duster can feel expressive without becoming chaotic. If you love romance, movement is your friend. If you love minimalism, look for precision in the line and simplicity in the palette. When you try an outer layer, stand still first, then walk, turn, sit down, lift your arm to greet someone. Does the layer glide or does it catch? Does it skim or does it cling to the most vulnerable point? Does it keep the dress as the star or does it turn the whole outfit into a cover-up story? Those answers matter. Picture this. You enter the room in a sleeveless dress with a soft duster floating open, and nothing about you says, "I'm hiding." Everything about you says, "I know exactly how I want to be seen." That is a profoundly different energy, and people absolutely can feel it before they ever name it. The fifth shift is where sleeveless styling becomes truly complete. Because now we are no longer just managing lines and fabric. We are directing the eye. This is one of the most powerful skills in style, and once you understand it, you stop feeling at the mercy of what people might notice first. The eye is always looking for a destination: shine, color, contrast, texture, movement, shape. If you do not give the eye somewhere beautiful to land, it will wander on its own. And for many women, that wandering feels uncomfortable because it often settles right on the area they are most self-conscious about. So the question becomes, where do you want the eye to go first? Near the face? Toward the waist? Down to the shoe? Toward a bag with gorgeous texture? A focal point is not a distraction in the cheap sense. It is a statement of intention. It tells the outfit where to speak. The most powerful focal zone is often the collarbone and face area. A bold earring, a sculptural necklace, a polished cuff, or a beautiful pair of glasses can pull attention upward immediately. On mature black women, warm metals can look especially rich because they echo the warmth and light in the skin. Gold, bronze, brushed brass, copper, or mixed metals can all be beautiful depending on undertone. Resin, wood, tortoiseshell, pearl, and saturated stones can also look luxurious when they have enough visual presence. The key word is enough. Too dainty, and the piece disappears. Too busy, and the woman disappears. The waist can be another strong focal point, but only when it serves the dress. A slim metallic belt or tonal belt can create definition and elegance if the dress already wants that shape. But do not force a belt onto every silhouette. If the dress is straight and fluid, a badly placed belt can add width or make the body look cut in half. This is why mature dressing requires editing, not decoration. We are not throwing accessories at anxiety. We are selecting them with intelligence. The lower body is one of the most underused focal zones, and it can be magic. A beautiful sandal in bronze, a rich flat in color, a sleek mule, or an elegant shoe with texture can draw the eye downward and lengthen the experience of the outfit. The same goes for the bag. A structured bag with wonderful hardware, a woven bag with substance, or a rich color carried at the side can quietly guide the eye away from the upper arm without making that strategy obvious. Hair, jewelry, and neckline need to work as a triangle. If the hair is big and expressive, the earring may need clarity more than size. If the hair is cropped or silver and striking, the necklace can do more. If you wear glasses, that is already a visual statement, so your jewelry may need to simplify and support rather than compete. And please do not let the makeup fight the accessories. A bold lip plus giant earrings plus a bright necklace plus a patterned shoe is not style direction. It is traffic. Try the one-star rule. Pick one main focal statement and let the rest support it. That might be the earring. It might be the necklace. It might be the shoe. It might even be the bag. Then stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself one honest question. Where does my eye land first? If the answer is immediate, the outfit is likely working. If the answer is confusion, the look is unfinished. And here is the real gift of a focal point. It changes your posture. When you know where the beauty of the outfit lives, you fuss less. You shrink less. You stop guarding your arms and start wearing the entire look like a woman who understands presentation. That quiet authority is part of the elegance too. That is when Sleeveless stops feeling brave and starts feeling normal, polished, and fully yours every single time you step out the door. Before we close, let me give you the shopping formula that will save you money, closet space, and disappointment. Because a lot of women are not failing at Sleeveless. They are simply buying without a system. The dress looks pretty on the hanger, pretty on the model, pretty in the product photo. And then, somehow, it never becomes pretty enough on their own body to actually wear. So here is the checklist I want you to use every single time. First, check the armhole. If it drops too low, gaps, or exposes more of the bra than you want, put it back. Second, check the shoulder area. Is the strap wide enough and stable enough to build frame? Third, check the neckline. Does it support your face, your jewelry, your hair, and the way you actually like to present yourself? Fourth, check the colour in natural light. Does your skin look richer, brighter, and more alive, or flatter and more tired? Fifth, check the fabric. Does it skim, or does it cling to every place you do not want emphasized? Sixth, ask whether you already own at least 2 layering or accessory options that make this dress easier to wear. And seventh, move in it. Sit, turn, raise your arm, and look at yourself from the side. Elegance must survive motion. If you are in a fitting room, do not only look straight on. Turn to the side. Take a mirror photo. Pull your shoulders back gently and see whether the dress comes alive or collapses. Try on the earring, lipstick, or shoe mood you would actually wear with it. Many dresses look unfinished only because you are testing them in a lifeless way. If you are shopping online, zoom in on the armhole and neckline before you fall in love with the colour. Read the fabric composition before you read the praise. Look for photos from more than one angle. And remember this rule. If the dress only looks good when the model stands perfectly still with one arm bent, that is not enough information. Buy less, but buy smarter. And when the dress is almost right, consider tailoring instead of settling. A small adjustment at the shoulder can do more than 3 cheap replacement dresses ever will. A good sleeveless dress is not asking you to have perfect arms. It is asking for good structure, good colour, and a woman who knows what harmony looks like on her own body. That is the shortcut, sister. Stop shopping for fantasy and start shopping for ease, movement, proportion, and the kind of polish you can actually repeat. Your body does not have to earn the right to wear sleeveless. It has already lived, carried, loved, worked, healed, and shown up through season after season. What changes with age is not your worth. It is your need for better design, better colour, better harmony, and better choices. So wear the dress, queen, and wear it with intention. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell so you do not miss the next one. And leave me this 3-word comment below. I am radiant.